15-0.
That was going out.
Yes, it had to be an instinctive reaction from Krajicek. It's very difficult to tell when you're so close, much easier for us watching. But it certainly was speeding towards the backstop.
Well reached.
Well, they both did pretty well here.
30-all.
Henman played the logical shot from this position. The ball will be low when he gets to it. This man has a huge reach and good control.
So here is the perfect return from a serve that should have been sliced wider than that. And he read it perfectly.
30-40.
And it's earned him a break point. The first he's had against the Krajicek serve since the 8th game of the first set.
That's first service.
He's done it.
Henman.
Well, life is about taking your chances. One slender chance, and Henman took it.
3 games all. Quiet, please. Thank you. Thank you.
And this is where the crowd support
15-love.
is going to be so important. Henman acknowledging the other day what an important part it played in his exciting victory over Harthouse.
What an exciting point here. Krajicek crowding the net, going in quickly. Diving volley, but it's out.
Thank you. Thank you. Love. Henman. Henman leads by 4 games to 3. That's it. 1 set all.
This crowd absolutely going wild with excitement now. Henman 1-3 down at one point, now 4-3 ahead. Listen to this. Well, now, only he knows what effect this is having on him, but I'm jolly glad that it's not me sitting up there.
Well, he looked heavenwards. I don't know if he was looking up there for guidance, John, or I don't know if he was looking and hoping, indeed. I get the feeling that he's hoping, you know, that it's going to be stopped. And just a short time ago, when he was 3-1 up, I don't think he was looking up at the umpire or the skies all the time.
Well, there is the clear blue sky, flecked with cloud. Alan Mills is in the corner of the court, the referee just keeping an eye on things.
Ladies and gentlemen, quiet please. Players are ready. Thank you. $15 $30. $30-15.
And there haven't been too many at under 100 miles an hour for him to have a go at. On return, that at 93.
40-15.
Just long.
Game, Krajicek.
Good idea, but
third set.
couldn't put enough dipping topspin on the ball. The serve was too quick. So 4 games all, and they'll certainly be able to finish this set all right. Perhaps even start the next, who knows. The light is good, or good enough.
Players are ready. Thank you very much. $15 love.
Great defence from Krajicek. Controlling the smash beautifully, and the ball on the still soft court, keeping so low.
$30-15. Net first set. $40-15. Quiet, please. Game, Henman. Henman leads by 5 games to 4. Third set, 1-7.
Bill, there's no question that Henman is totally focused here, and Krajicek, with his little asides to the umpire, it seems to me, would like the match to be stopped. So that's not a particularly good frame of mind at this stage of a match.
Well, I was thinking that too, because I feel that he's got other things on his mind. You know, are we going to finish this for a start? Am I going to win it? More important still, I'm a bit worried about the light. What's Alan Mills doing over there? Isn't Henman playing well? I feel Henman is absolutely focused in on the match entirely. He never looks up, really, Henman, unless he flashes his eyes over at the changeover to his coach. Otherwise, a bit like Bjorn Borg used to be, totally focused down on the match.
Quiet, please. Quiet, please. Thank you. Fifteen love. Love.
Very ambitious attempt there, but a topspin angled return.
Love. Thank you. Game, Krajicek. 5 games all, third set.
Good quality serving again. Henman going for broke, but finding the pace just too much.
Quiet, please. Thank you. Love.
One of the most crucial shots I always feel here at Wimbledon is the half volley. You see how that was guided deep. It was a late half volley. Very good shot.
Love. Love.
A player, in this case Krajicek, who reaches that so easily, puts himself in the mind of the player about to play the shot and moves accordingly.
40-30.
He's called out. Henman astonished. Krajicek heard the call behind him. Henman in the din didn't. Here it is again. A little flick there and wide. Good pull. But we'll see how Henman reacts to the disappointment. In his mind, the game is already won.
Quiet, please. Game, Henman. Henman leads by 6-5. First set, 1 set all.
And it's at moments like that that you find out what the man is made of, and you begin to understand what Pete Sampras meant when asked at the Lipton tournament earlier this year who he thought were the best men coming up behind him, likely to challenge him for the top spots in the game. He said, well, Tim Henman would be my first choice. And curiously, John McEnroe feels that this is the best British player he's ever seen.
And you can't get two better judges than that. I think John McEnroe, really, who so understands this game and all the strengths and frailties of people and players. And Sampras, who I feel is probably a carbon copy of, or let's put it the other way around.
Krajicek's just been having a little dialogue with the umpire, and I think he feels the match should be stopped, though I can't think why. The light is all right. Time for a change of balls. They're certainly going to finish this set tonight. Whether or not Alan Mills will continue, we shall see.
Love.
Such a good volley that, from a good return of serve.
Game, Krajicek. 6 games all, tie break.
So for the third time, a tie break will decide matters, and probably this will be the last part of the match tonight.
Quiet, please. Henman.
And if it is, then for both men, the importance of the situation,
to the players, do not use flash cameras.
The importance of the situation grows with every passing moment.
One all. 2-1.
So close.
A little tapping of the shoes. You see that more on clay courts than you do on grass courts to get the grit or the turf out of the pattern of the sole.
Two all.
Good serve.
Three-two, Henman.
So important now to get the first ball in.
Thank you. Quiet, please.
He's done it.
Four-two, Henman.
Very clever Henman, standing back to receive that serve and really
Quiet,
having
please.
a go.
Players are ready. Thank you.
Paid handsome dividends. 2-4. No question surely about that being a fault. Oh, it's been overruled. Well,
why was it a good call? It's gone against the machine. What's that mean?
well, I don't think he can be as amused as he looks, because I thought I heard a bleep.
Me too. Huge bleep. Don't understand that.
Quiet, please.
The umpire's decision is final. The crowd having their say about it, but the score nevertheless is 4-3 to Henman. He has the mini break.
Five-three, Henman. Six-three.
3 set points
Quiet, please.
for Henman.
Are ready. Thank you very much. Thank you. Six-four, Henman.
And there was almost too much time for the forehand pass.
Six-five, Henman.
So history repeating itself absolutely. 3 set points to Henman. Krajicek holding his 2 service points. Now it is up to 10.
Players are ready. Thank you very much. Please.
He's done it.
Game. And third set, Henman. 7-6.
So absolute delight.
2 sets to 1. Play suspended.
Play is suspended, announces George Diaz. And the champion leaves the court trailing by 2-1 at the end of a magnificent performance by Tim Henman. After 2¼ hours of play, he's engineered 2 of the tie breaks, lost the other one, but he leads by 2-1.
Love 15. $15 all. Net.
That's a good return. It's a form of off forehand there, just coming across the ball a bit, bending it in the air.
$30 all.
Well reached.
$40-30.
That's when the long arms of Richard Krajicek come in very handy. He stands 6'5", so he's got a terrific reach.
Game, Krajicek. First game, 4 sets. Henman leads by 2 sets, 2-1.
Normally you would expect these players to be just a little bit tensed up for this occasion, but Krajicek there holding himself well after that opening double fault. I mean, a lesser man might have crumbled there, but he did well.
Yes, I think he appears to me to be very calm and collected. I think if he hadn't been, he wouldn't have
Ball change, please.
been good enough to give an interview just after his practice session this morning. So I think he's probably feeling pretty good. They both had a hit out in the practice courts at Orangi Park this morning. I watched Tim Henman for a time hitting with Jeremy Bates, and of course David Felgate in attendance there. And Krajicek, funnily enough, was practicing in the court right behind him. I couldn't see who he was hitting with, but obviously these players always go out and loosen their limbs and hit a few balls, and it helps to take their mind off what's coming next. So I think they both look pretty cool and ready for this.
15 love.
Worrying about the centre strap not being upright. So traditionally the centre linesman there will judge whether it's straight or not as the umpire readjusts it. Now he'll have to remeasure it, I suppose. Well, his concentration momentarily interrupted by that readjustment of the net strap. Very acute perceptions the players have, of course. They notice if the ball boys are slightly out of position. Anything, in fact.
That is that very dangerous off backhand return from the right court that Krajicek has in his repertoire. He won a few points with it yesterday.
Net first sets. All.
Lovely touch.
Well, this is a point reminiscent of many they played yesterday, ending up with a lovely glancing little volley. But I remember more of that particular shot coming from Krajicek yesterday. This is proof that a player is really loose, playing a magnificent return like that.
Advantage Henman.
Well, he's thinking clearly.
Again, Henman. One game all, fourth set.
Yes, encouraging signs there, I think, for the Henman supporting group, because he thought clearly. He didn't follow that last serve in sensibly, came in on the second ball. Honours even. Oh, it's good, I think.
Well, this just shot past Krajicek.
Love 15.
Couldn't get anywhere near it. Perfect placement.
Testing where the sun is in relation to the ball toss.
He's using a very low toss at the moment. It normally is low, but at the moment, lower than usual.
$15 all. $30-15.
So a good mind game going on here. Henman was going to run round a serve he expected to go down the middle.
Net first service.
Well, now they've had one each of these fantastic, lovely, fluent backhand passes on return of serve. Almost identical shots.
$30-40.
Well, this could be, it's looking ahead a long way, but this could be the most crucial miss of the match. It could be. Here's break point.
Deuce.
Absolutely crucial to have got the first ball in and the crisis. Reducing the speed slightly to do it.
First serve.
Ooh, on the line, would you believe? A big puff of white. An appeal there for Henman that it was wide. But there's the chap who thought it had hit the sideline and not the baseline as Henman hoped. Certainly no overrule from George Diaz.
Game. Krajicek. Krajicek leads by 2 games to 1. 4 sets. Henman leads by 2 sets to 1.
Extraordinary how extraneous little things have happened. The straightening of the centre band, upsetting the concentration of Henman. And that corrected call, upsetting his concentration and making him annoyed. It is these little things in matches that sometimes turn them.
And the players will remember them till their dying day, I'm quite sure. They remember, there are some players who remember every single point they've played. It's absolutely extraordinary, but really crucial moments like the ones you've just mentioned, John. absolutely firmly in their memory now. Now he is of course a magnificent server, and I don't think I've ever seen two serves absolutely identical, and this is his particular version. A low ball toss, a magnificent position. Look how far the ball is in front. Now that doesn't look very low, that toss, and indeed that one wasn't as low as some have been, but it's a very quick action because the ball is not higher, and therefore you have a longer wait during the serve. Henman's toss is actually higher, so he has a slightly longer wait. A player like Steffi Graf has a very long wait because the toss is enormously high. So they're all different. The great thing is not to toss it so low that you've got a bent arm. 1-2, no breaks.
$15 love. $30 love.
I think out of respect for each other's return of serve, the man serving wants to get in fast, and the returner is going for really big winners.
$40 love. Game, Henman. Two games all, 4 sets.
Admirably composed service game. And again, clear thinking, the lovely wrong footing forehand volley in the penultimate point.
Thank you. Players are ready. Thank you very much.
Henman well back to receive.
Love 15. Love 30.
Well, by such narrow margins, that made a ping on the very top of the tape.
Well, he changed his mind. And fatally,
Love 40.
fatally one feels here, because I think he thought that might have been going long, changed his mind, and too late decided he ought to take it.
Thank you.
3 break points.
Game, Henman. Henman leads by 3 games to 2, 4 sets, and by 2 sets to 1.
Well, there were all the signs there that Krajicek had tightened.
Well, yes, I think so, but particularly I felt rather sorry for him with that, what looked like being a magnificent volley, hit the very top of the tape. I mean, that was just too bad, but of course gratefully accepted by Henman. I think the second one, I'm sure you're right when you said he was in some doubt, because the second he played that shot into the net, he looked back to see whether that ball would have gone out. How close am I to the tram lines? And finally, Daphne Deckers appears just in time to see the man she's supporting go down in a big way in that game, being broken to love.
Love 15.
Oh, what a cute point that was, wasn't it? Down at your feet. Lovely little half volley. And then a good pass.
$15 all.
Very sensible movement, this. Getting his body out of the way, nearly hit him.
30-15.
Still had to stay alert.
$40-15.
Well, the sand is trickling through Richard Krajicek's hourglass now. He's got to do something here.
Henman. Henman leads by 4-2, 4 sets.
Admirable.
Ladies and gentlemen, players are ready. Thank you very much. Thank you. $15 love.
A little look of the eye to the umpire, confirming that call out. Only just. On the line.
I think this was a very brave choice of shot, personally, but it's proved to be exactly the right one.
15-all. $30-15. $40-15. Net for 6. Game, Krajicek. Henman leads by 4 games to 3, 4 sets, and by 2 sets to 1.
Well, the atmosphere in here is quite electrifying. And I think Henman responding to it, Krajicek reacting to it as well. Henman now has simply to win 2 more games and he will upset the reigning champion. They won't be the easiest games of his life to win.
It sounds easy, doesn't it? It could be just 8 serves, unreturnable serves. A few aces sprinkled in amongst them, piece of cake, no problem. But that rather tends to ignore the fact that he's playing a champion, and champions have special qualities. And Krajicek, I thought last year, showed the special qualities he has, and Henman has shown us towards the end of last year and this year what special qualities he has. And so we have 2 exceptional young men here battling it out, trying to win supremacy.
Thank you. $15 love. $15-all.
Those blazing returns were doing a lot of damage in the early part of the match, particularly when he broke to lead 3-1 eventually in the 3rd set.
$30-15.
Well, here we see the cool of a champion, apart from the skill of one.
30-14.
And that was a telling blow. Very courageous return of serve and a break point.
Deuce.
Of course, if that had been long, we would have heard the bleep.
Advantage Henman. Get first service. Henman. Henman leads by 5-3.
Absolutely.
Quiet, please. Players are ready.
Absolutely up against it now.
Quiet, please. Love. Love.
Awkward little bounce there for him. Well played.
Krajicek. Henman leads by 5-4 for set and by 2 sets to 1.
So Krajicek coming through the first test. An admirable love service game containing his 24th ace. But now the second test is to come. Can he break the Henman serve for the first time in this set? Well, we've got the biggest crowd ever on the hill outside watching the giant screen on the new terraced tee lawn. Absolutely hanging on every point.
Time. Quiet, please. Players are ready. Thank you. Thank you.
Serving for a place in the quarterfinals.
Love. Quiet, please. Thank you. Love. Thank you. Love. Quiet, please. Players are ready. Players are ready. Thank you.
3 match points.
Quiet, please.
That's it.
Henman. 3 sets to 1, 7-6, 6-7, 7-6, 6-4.
So delight all around this centre court, and millions more watching us here on BBC television. And on the hill outside, delight in Tim Henman's arrival for the 2nd year running in the quarterfinals. But not since 1961 have we had 2 men there at once. Krajicek there to play Pierline tomorrow. Not since Wilson and Sangster in 1961. Another moment of history.